Here at Gundam Planet, we're all about reminding everyone that Jared Mesa is a bad man. Camille is my friend, and he hurt his feelings, and I will not stand for that. And that's why we're busting out the Gundam Mk-II Revive AEUG colors, because here we don't like to deal with the man being the Titans. We're all that AEUG, you know. I'm all about that AEUG. And honestly, I just like the colors of this better than the Titans colors, but Gundam Mk-II is one of my favorite mobile suits of all time, like top 5. I think it's like pretty much perfect. It's like, I have nothing bad to say about the design of the Gundam Mk-II. The Master Grade 2.0 is one of my favorite also, like, favorite mobile suit, Master Grade Mk-II, one of my favorite model kits ever. And I have pretty high expectations of this. I built the Gundam Revive, the ARC-78 Revive, and I thought that was a really, really cool kit. Had a lot of nice posability and stuff, so expectations are high. So let's see if this guy will live up to that. So we're just gonna crack this open. And, oh, bad. First off, dark blue plastic. Oh, man. Let's see how those nubs are gonna be. But luckily, it's not too much. The majority of the colors on the AEUG Mk-II is like nice lighter colors, so we shouldn't have too many nub problems, but this might be a little rough, so we'll see how that goes. Got like pretty okay yellow here. Usually when it comes to plastic, yellow is kind of hit or miss, but this one looks okay. You know, got no problems with that. Got a little bit of red for the feet and a couple of the pieces. Looks good. Got some nice, already got some nice detail going on here. Then all of the, I guess to say, like, inner frame or other such things are in this, like, very light grayish purple, I guess I'll call it. And I've always been a fan of this color. I think it's really neat. You don't really see a lot of other mobile suits that have parts in this color, so it's pretty unique. Then moving on to the bulk of the kit, which is this kind of off-white, got a little bit of, like, I don't even really know what to call this color. Like, it's white, yeah, but, like, it's not... Yeah, it's something. Whatever it is, I like it. And this is the majority of the color on the AEUG Gundam Mk-II, and it's good. It all looks good. A lot of these parts have lots of little nice details, but they don't overload on panel lining. It all seems like some nice natural part separation, and I'm always about that. Get this same, like literally the same set of polycaps that the Gundam Revive and I assume some of these other Revives come with. A nice simple sheet, just a bunch of duplicate polycaps, hold everything together, real nice. Got this teal greenish eyepiece. You're gonna cover it with a sticker, but honestly, like, it looks pretty good, and just that one little clear piece. 2 dark pink beam sabers. Pretty standard, a little darker than what the ARC-78 has, but it's still nice looking beam effects. Got this one last big runner, that same light gray purplish plastic, more inner frame. Got the weapons. The bazooka is totally molded in this color, and that's just kind of whack. But unfortunately, it's the same thing with the Gundam Revive, and I'm sure the same thing with other things. Is that the bazooka is always going to be molded in one color, because that would mean they'd have to do a bunch of different parts, and for a high grade I didn't really expect too much, but the gun probably be okay. Yeah, it looks pretty good, and you just get this little sheet of foil stickers, and again, it's fine. Nothing too much. You just got these 2 yellow things for the shields. That probably won't look too bad. Eyes, cameras, the whole thing, so nothing too bad. And you got your manual here. There is the Gundam Mk-II himself, the man, the myth, the legend. And yeah, there's not a whole lot to do here. It's pretty straightforward, and I'm thinking it's going to be pretty cool because it's the Mk-II, so it has to be pretty good, right? Alright, so here he is, Gundam Mk-II Revive. Just long story short, it's really good. It's really, really good. One of the best high grades I've ever built. If you build the Gundam Revive, you know a lot of what you're getting yourself into here. Very similar construction, very similar posability. A lot of it is very similar, but it's the Gundam Mk-II, so it's cooler. And I honestly, like, trying to think of, like, bad things to say. Like, okay, so, man, it's all good. Like, this is kind of bad. You got your bazooka here. And it's your standard high-grade bazooka. It's 3 pieces, all molded in one color, and you know what I usually say to these high-grade bazookas is, I don't need them. it's pretty much a waste of time. But if you paint it, it looks great because the molding is really good. And that's just everything about this kit. The molding is great. Detailing is great. It looks exactly like the Gundam Mk-II should look. And I'm really impressed that you get that out of a high grade like this. It really, really shows the advancements in technology between the older high grades and these newer Revives. Because I've built a few of these Revive high grades, and I've been way more impressed than I've ever been with a high grade. And a lot of what I'm going to talk about, we need to get up close. So let's just go ahead and do that, and we'll see what's all about with this guy. Alright, so now we can get a better look at this guy. First thing I'll do is I'll talk to you about the accessories. First up, let me pop this off. You got your beam rifle right here, and you know, I know it was a little harsh on that bazooka earlier, but the beam rifle is not too much better, but it does the job though. It could use some detailing, but the molding is good, and the lack of color isn't really as noticeable as with the bazooka, because the bazooka just seems a lot more barren than the beam rifle does, but still, the beam rifle could use some work. The shield, however, is excellent. The shield is just pretty much perfect. You get these two little stickers here, which, while not ideal, are also not bad. It looks fine. I honestly forget that they're stickers when I'm looking at it. And real simple construction on the shield, but it's a very simple shield, but it nails the look pretty much perfectly. You get two different attachments to plug the shield in, so the one I have on the arm right here, so you can get it hooked onto the side of the arm, and you also get this little plug here, which you can use to get it on the back of the arm, depending on how you want to display the shield. Next up, you get his little visor thing that goes over his head, and there's not too much to say about it. It is what it is. It's not detailed, could use some painting like pretty much everything else, but for what it is, it's nice. And then, last but not least, you get two beam saber effects that hook into the beam sabers that are right over here. And that's really it. The lack of accessories is definitely noticeable. You don't get any additional hands, and yeah, there could be more, but everything they give you is exactly what the Gundam Mk-II its standard loadout would come with, so no harm, no foul there. So moving on to the posability and articulation and all that, and I don't know where to begin because it's pretty good. So we'll start off with the arms. Nice, really nice double joint there. You can see get all the way up against the shoulder. Very, very nice. Very sturdy. When you're moving these joints around, it does not feel weak at all. Same thing with the legs. You get that nice double joint, and it doesn't go up as high as it would on, say, the RX-78 Revive, because the leg armor on the Mk-II is a little chunky, so it kind of gets in the way, but still really nice bend. More than I would ever expect on a high grade. On your waist here, you get pretty decent motion out of the waist, you know, can turn around. You also get somewhat of an ab crunch, about like that, you know, nothing too good, but the big problem with the ab crunch is that the connection at the waist is a little weak, so you gotta do it and it just pops off really easy. I don't really see many uses for that ab crunch, so you're not really losing too much, so it doesn't really bother me. The beam sabers are on ball joints, so you can move around these little beam saber holders, which is nice. The head is also great. Got rocking, got turning, nothing keeping you from doing whatever you want with this head there. And then move that out of the way. You got your skirt armor there. Does not inhibit posability pretty much at all. Got a nice kick going on. Front kick, if you cut the front skirt armor, you can move it out of the way like that and get really nice forward kick. So the posability on this thing is just, you just leave it up to your imagination. Any pose you could ever want to do on this guy, you can make it happen. So, final thoughts on this man right here is that, like I said at the beginning, he's really good. He's really, really good. I recommend it pretty much wholeheartedly to anybody that is into high grades. At the end of the day, like on a grand scheme, yeah, I still think the master grade and the real grade are still like better choices overall. But if you're sticking in that high grade line, you pretty much can't do any better than this guy. So definitely go ahead and pick that up.
But I am beyond strength.
thank you guys so much, so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you think that this guy right here is really cool, because I do. Gundam Mk-II is great. This kit is great, and you should definitely do it. Be sure to check out some of our other videos. We have 2 down here, and we have like so many more in the rest of the channel, so go check those out. Hit us with that like, hit us with that subscribe, leave a comment, talk to me about how great Zeta Gundam is, and talk to me how this is the best mobile suit of all time, and I'll be sure to respond. I love seeing the comments from you guys. And also be sure to check out our friend Marshsound, who does the music that you hear in this video. He does really great work, and yeah, see you guys next time.